Hello my friends, and welcome to MB Shoe Doc, where we take the ordinary and make it extraordinary. We will be covering the art of patina and shine, and learn to breathe new life into old shoes. So grab your dyes and polishes, and get ready to get your hands dirty, and let's dive right into today's project. Got a new unboxing for you. Hopefully this will be something kind of exciting and different for you. So instead of shoes, this is some belts from Anson Belt and Buckle Company. So I have done a couple patinas on some Anson belts here recently, and you'll see those videos coming out soon. And I was impressed with them and intrigued by them, so I reached out to Anson, and they agreed to send some belts my way for me to do an unboxing. First thing, I'll just say, really impressed with the packaging. Just really tight and clean, and I made note of that when I did the patinas on the other belts. Really love the packaging, very nice. It does come with some instructions here. I have not yet used one of these belts, so I'll be kind of learning how to do it here at the same time. So I've got a tan, a gray, and the light brown belt colors. I will probably look to do a patina on one or a few of these and customize them. And then on the buckles, there's the traditional gunmetal. This one's the traditional in like a formal gunmetal, and then the classic in gunmetal. Let's take a look at a couple of these. Really amazingly built. It feels really solid. Just really nice piece there. And again, the packaging is just beautiful. Let's look at this formal gunmetal here. Look at that. And then the classic too. Yeah, so the belt's going to go in here, and then that's going to kind of clamp down on it. So the cool thing about this company is that you don't need to know your belt size. So they send you can choose your straps. This is a box set. You can do individuals, or you can get this box set. You choose your strap, and then you measure it, and you cut off a little bit at the end. But that cut end will be inside the buckle, so you'll never see it. And then it's got this micro adjust system that's sewn into it. So really a cool design. Pretty anxious to try this out. Again, I've done a patina on one, but I did not ever take one out and put it on or test it out. So we'll look at doing that here shortly. So these are going to be mine, but a little bit more excitement was that they also sent a number of factory seconds. So any belts where the color didn't come out exactly as planned, or maybe there's some finish defects in them. But I'm going to check these out, and I will look at doing a patina on these. So we're going to have a lot to kind of play around with here and see what I can do with them. A few different leathers, a few different thicknesses, and I'll go through all those and check out and see what is that exactly in there. But yeah, going to be lots of custom belts coming, and depending on how this all goes and works out, maybe it'll be something that we can I can work with them and offer that to you if you need a belt customized. So yeah, we'll see where it goes, but really impressed with these. They look beautiful. The buckles especially, they look like a work of art. Really, really nice. So let's try one on, see how it goes. Alright, we're going to test this belt out. So the first step, insert the end here. Now you notice there's little holes there because I've already tried this once. Insert the end, and you press this down, which kind of cuts into the leather and holds it in place. Alright, so got our belt here. See how much excess needs to come off. So I want it to go just a little past this loop here. So I'll probably look at cutting, right about there. So you take it back off, and we'll cut that amount off. So I measured the excess to be 13 inches. So I'm going to look at just taking off 12 inches to be safe. So right about here, just regular scissors. Not too difficult to cut. And then we will insert this back into the buckle. So again, just pushing that up. That part's a little tough. Takes a little bit of effort to kind of push that down. And now we'll try the belt out one more time. Alright, so let's see how well I measured. Put this belt back on. So yeah, kind of like what I thought, a little bit of excess here still. So I am going to go ahead and take off 1 more inch off of this thing. And there's a little release lever on the underside. It allows you to kind of pull it back out. Otherwise it locks into place, so you kind of push that away from you, and then that slides out. So we'll take 1 more inch off of this. Alright, so now the moment of truth here. I'd say perfect. I could decide to take more off if I wanted to, but this leaves a little bit of wiggle room, and yeah, I think this fits great. Very happy with this. Thank you so much to Anson Belt, and I'll be trying out some more of these and look at doing some custom patinas very soon. Alright, so I've shown you the Anson Belt. I was wearing one today. This is an extra strap, and we are going to do a custom patina on this. So we're going to totally change the color and the look of this belt strap. Alright, so take our acetone, little cotton ball, and you'll see this begin to strip the color off of the belt. So it's removing the finish and exposing the leather underneath. See how much color's coming off of there. And once the cotton ball's gotten that saturated with the dye or whatever the finish is on the belt, you really have to kind of flip it over, re-wet it. Go 1 more round with it until it gets saturated again, and then you got to switch it out for a new one. So I'm going to pause it there because this really is kind of a long, tedious process. And we'll pick it back up after this thing is stripped completely. We'll get to the fun stuff. Alright, that took a little bit of work. But you can see that this belt is now stripped. So here is what it was before the original color after stripped. So again, it just brings it to basically bare leather. I'm going to use 5-Beans Beige. This is one of my favorite colors for a base coat. And I've been asked about this, well, I'll mention it, I've been asked about the brushes. So I do not have a different brush for every color, but I do for family of colors. So this yellow, I'll use it for yellow, beige, buckskin, any light color. I would not use it for a mid brown, a tan, anything like that, which would be a fairly different color. So I'll have a brush for, for blues, one for greens, one for reds. So not exactly every different color, but for every few different colors. Family of colors, I say. Got the beige base coat on. I'm going to use the Sapphire Havana. So I'm using the Havana brown, which is a nice medium to dark brown. So cotton ball dipped in beige, just a little dab of Havana. Just kind of rubbing this over the thing, kind of blends it together a little bit better. Alright, so we're going to let that sit overnight, and we'll see what that's looking like tomorrow after it's had a time to dry. I'm just going over with that beige here one more time. Let this belt sit overnight, and now it's time to recondition. You will notice that, I think the coloration is certainly more blended and lighter than it looked last night. So using a little bit of Bic 4, rehydrate. And this, of course, will darken it up a little bit. So this will rehydrate the leather, remove any unabsorbed dye. Gives me a better idea of what the color is, what the true color is on this. So pretty happy with the color overall. I think I want to use actually a little bit of cream polish as well. And so this is a light brown cream polish. Sapphire cream polish. Alright, so let that sit for a minute, and then I'm actually going to brush it off just like I would with a shoe. So yeah, I'll let that dry for a few minutes here. This next part, really want to add a little bit of a darker accent still on the edges, so I'm actually going to use the Angelus dark brown here. And primarily just going on the edge of the belt. So the last step here is to use a little bit of wax. That's just to seal in the coloration. So this is the Sapphire Mirror Gloss in neutral. And basically just go over the entire length of the belt with this. Alright, so here is our finished result. So really I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. And as a reminder, this is what it started as, and here's what it finished as. So just seeing how much more depth and variation there is to the tones. And here is what I was aiming to match them to. This pair of Michael Darren loafers, and now this new custom Anson belt. Pretty darn close. I'm really happy with the way this looks together. I think this is pretty fantastic, so I'm excited. I'm going to wear this tomorrow. I think it turned out quite beautifully. So hopefully you enjoyed this patina project, and we'll have some pictures of these on tomorrow.